Hi all, good morning. Hi all, good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm good. How about everyone over here? To each and everyone over here, almost I have like 19 people right now. People are going to still pour in. I'm pretty much sure about it because today is going to be the speaking part one. Speaking part one. Hi, Raman. Hi, Raman. Hi, Samayak. Ranju. Very good, guys. Yes, today we are going to do the speaking part one part. Yeah. I'm just checking how many people are there right now. Just a minute and we'll get started. Yeah, we'll exactly get started. I'm good, Raman. How are you? Yep. Hope you can see my screen properly, guys. Please let me know. Guys, today it's going to be speaking part one. The best practice is what exactly I do for the speaking part one part. We know speaking has 3 sections. Today we'll be covering only the part one part. Yeah, speaking part one. Yeah, people are pouring in. 75 people right now. 75 people right now. Okay, guys, let's get started then. Let's get started. Okay. Good morning to each and everyone over here. We're going to start the speaking task one part. What exactly is speaking in IELTS? So basically, just to give us just a glimpse about the IELTS part, what exactly is IELTS? IELTS International English Language Testing System. And here, what exactly we do? This is a proficiency exam which you're supposed to showcase. You're supposed to exhibit your skills in listening, speaking, reading, writing. And today, this is going to be only for the speaking part, speaking task one. Okay. What exactly speaking and how exactly speaking is segregated or splitted. Speaking has 3 sections. Speaking has 3 sections. We are going to do the first section today, and probably in the later part we'll be doing in the coming days will be the section 2 and the section 3 part. Yeah. Now, basically, when exactly going for your speaking exam, you have to understand when you're going for a speaking exam, you have to make sure you have to have your passport, your original passport, and also the colored photocopy of the mail which you exactly got from British Council or IDP. You have to exactly take both of this. Now, when you have entered the exam, what exactly is going to happen? She's going to ask your passport. Yeah, she's going to ask your passport. You're going to give her the passport and she's going to verify the passport. And after that, the first question she's going to ask you is, how exactly can I call you? So we're going to exactly start from that. I'm still waiting for more people to come in. Yeah, good. 118 people. I love that. Love that numbers. Very good. Yeah, that's 11:30. It's not 11:30. Yep. Okay. Yes, very good. 125 people. Good. Very good. Okay, guys. Just a small introduction about myself. I'm Kanan Silvaraj. I'm one of the senior educator in LeapScholar. And I have traveled a lot of countries. I did my master's back in UK. I did double master's back in UK. That is where I got trained by the University of Cambridge people. And I got certified by the British Council and also the IDP people. And I started taking IELTS right from 2008. And I have trained more than 1,000 people. I worked in UK, worked in Africa, and worked in many parts of India. Yeah, this is my story all about. And guys, apart from me, we do have a lot of other educators, other senior educators where exactly can exactly get trained. And each and every people, I have 123 people over here. Yeah, each and every people over here, you have come here on a Saturday, that too on 11:30 morning. Why exactly? You have your desired country, you have your ambition to be achieved, isn't it? That's why you have to get trained. You have to get your knowledge from experts in the industry. You must have seen a lot of YouTube videos. Atul Gulati sir, now it's Veronica ma'am, lot of people, lot of other educators put yourself into the crash course, and you know how exactly the crash course works. Now, right now, the crash course which I'm showing you, it's for the 4 weeks crash course. We do have a lot of other crash courses. Get into leapscholar.com. We do a lot of things apart from this thing. You know, like the one which exactly you can see here right now. It's for 249. It's for just 249 rupees. Yeah, and when exactly comes to the commercial part, it's exactly it's just peanut. I exactly call that peanut, isn't it? See, look at that, 250 rupees by default. Your lifestyle is going to completely change. You're going to exactly get your desired country. Just look at that. Just think of that. Yeah. Now, what exactly is going to cover in this thing? You're going to cover all kind of modules are going to be covered. Listening, speaking, reading, writing. All the modules are going to be covered, and you'll be having one-on-one speaking feedback. There is something called speaking club. You'll be having a speaking club where exactly the master trainer will exactly evaluate you, and he will exactly tell you where exactly the challenge you're having, and he will exactly give you the proper feedback. Same like that, we do have for writing and the reading part you have marks, and the listening part you have marks. So by default, when you put yourself into it, by default we'll exactly take care of it. But again, the thing is, it's a win-to-win situation. You have to make sure you have to understand everything on a very proper note, precise note. Any doubts, any clarification, then and then you can exactly clarify to our master trainers. Yes. Having said this, and apart from this, apart from the 249 rupees part, I have given you 20% discount. Look at that. That's a KS Live 20. If you're exactly joining today, just make use of the KS Live 20. Again, you'll be getting an additional discount of 20%. Already it's a peanut. You know that part. Okay. Let's exactly get started. Let's get started. Yeah. What is section 1? What is section 1? See, as I told you, when exactly you're going for the exam part, they'll be asking you passport and also the colored photocopy of a mail which you got from BC or from the IDP part. You're going to exactly, when exactly she's going to ask you, may have your photo identification, please. You're going to show that, and she's going to exactly verify that. She'll be exactly having a passport like this. And the first question she's going to ask you is, how may I call you? Or may I know the best way to call you? And immediately what you're supposed to do.
So sorry to interrupt you, but your screen is not visible. Can you please share it again?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Just give me a second. I'm sure this is good. I'm sure this is good. This is good to go.
Yes, sir. It's visible now.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is what I was trying to say. Yeah. If you want, please click it. Please click it right now. Once you're done with this live, please get yourself into the get yourself, pay it, and join today itself. Anything which you're doing on a proper note, precise note, good note, don't delay. You can't procrastinate for anything which exactly doing on a proper note. Do it today. Think of your desired country. Think of your ambition. Think about your family. Think about your future generation. You will exactly do it right now. Yeah. Having said this, we are going to exactly get in the introduction interview part. So you have exactly given your passport. She's going to ask you, how may I call you? And after that, before that, she'll ask your passport. Please give your passport to her. She'll exactly have a passport like this. And the first question she's going to ask you is, how may I call you? And immediately, how exactly will you tell your name? Most of us, especially in India, we exactly tell, my name is Kannan. My full name is Kannan Selvaraj. Yeah. So most of us, we exactly we got habituated to, my name is Kannan. We exactly tell the first name unless they ask what's your second name? Yeah. Till that, we don't have a habit of telling the second name at all, which exactly is not that great. It doesn't give a good taste at all. So when you are introducing yourself anywhere to anyone, you are supposed to say, I am Kannan Selvaraj. Just for example, I am your first name, last name, which is there in the passport. Which is there in the passport. You are exactly supposed to tell in this way. This is the IELTS format. This is the IELTS format which you are supposed to follow. Not only the IELTS format, this is the way which you are supposed to tell your name on a precise note. Now, once it is done, she will exactly check that, and she will exactly check you. Are you the exact person? Yeah, just to identify that. And after that, she'll exactly give back the passport. And you should be telling, you know, the formality part, thank you, that and all. It should come. It's not part of the marking criteria. It's not part of anything. It's a part of what? It's a part of our culture, isn't it? Thanking people, telling sorry, those kind of things should come inbuilt, isn't it? I'm pretty much sure each and every people over here, 184 people over here, you know the basics. Yes. Now, once it is done, she's going to tell you, yes, this is how it goes. Kannan Selvaraj, you have come down here for the speaking exam, which is exactly happening on 3rd July. And I'm so and so. If If you want, you can call me by my first name. And our conversation will be recorded for marking purposes. Is it okay with you? She'll exactly ask this question to you. Our conversation will get recorded. Is it okay with you? And by default, you'll be saying yes. And after that, she will turn on the tape. Why exactly is she recording it? Any idea? Why exactly she's recording it? Any idea? Any idea? Why she's recording? Why she's taping it? Your conversation getting taped. Why? Any idea, guys? Do you want to chat with me? Chat. Do you want to type that? Do you want to type? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So why exactly she's exactly getting into the tap mode by default? When you are done with their exam, almost most of the marking system will be done on the live part. When you are exactly giving your answer, she will start marking things. But to make sure if she's giving you the proper band, precise band, she will exactly listen to it once again, and there'll be one more supervisor will be involved in it, and they'll make sure that you are given the precise band. This is why it is getting taped. Yeah, thank you guys, thank you. Yes. Okay, now look at this. This complete exam is going to be for 11 to 14 minutes. How 11 to 14 minutes? You have 3 sections. This is how it is. Hope you can see my screen. Look at this. This is how it is. It's a formal interview. It's a formal interview. So it is highly recommended when you're going for an interview, no matter which field you are in. Whenever you're going for an interview, how would you go for an interview? It'll be a formal stuff, right? A proper tucked in shirt, tucked in trousers, yeah, proper shoes, those kind of things. Yeah, see, it's not like, like it's not given anywhere. It's not part of the IELTS book. It's not part of any kind of PPT, but it is understood. Yeah. Okay. Now, once you've sat, now you have 3 sections. What are these sections? These are the sections. These are the sections. Section 1, that is which we are going to do today, is called About Me section. It's called an About Me section. Why exactly About Me section? She's going to ask you all kind of straightforward questions. And how many questions? There is no rule book stating that she's going to ask you this many questions, but practically speaking, it is said that somewhere around 6 to 8 questions will be asked. Almost around like 6 to 8 questions will be asked. That is going to be for my section 1. And section 1 is going to be 4 to 5 minutes. The segregation of section 1 is going to be 4 to 5 minutes. Now, once I'm done with the section 1, I'm going to just give the gist of section 2 and section 3. After that, I'll go in depth on the section 1 part. So section 2, which is called a cue card round or a topic round, where she's going to give you a topic and she will give you a minute of time. She'll give you a paper and also a pencil. And in that 1 minute of time, you can prepare for whatever the theme is exactly given to you. And once you're done with the 1 minute, and you're supposed to speak for 1 to 2 minutes of time. That's your section 2. Then comes the section 3 part. Whatever questions is asked in your section 2 part, that's going to be the extensive amount of questions going to be asked in your section 3 part. Yeah, here in section 1, you'll not go on a brief mode when you're answering, but in a section 3 part, you're supposed to go on a brief mode. So when I'm getting to section 2 and section 3 in the coming days, I'll be going on in-depth mode. Okay, now section 1. How am I supposed to handle this? What kind of questions is expected? Yeah. Before getting into this, we have to understand the person who's exactly sitting opposite to me. What kind of person is he? Is he? Most of the people, they are used to ask me, that is, like the person who's sitting opposite me, will that be a person from UK? Is this person from US? A person from Australia or Canada? Why it matters? Definitely, it's not going to be like that. But still, why it matters? If you know what you're supposed to do on a precise note, you don't have to worry about anything, isn't it? You should know you're supposed to speak so and so, which we are going to do that, and which you are supposed to speak with proper vocabulary, with proper ... which you're going to do right now. And you don't have to worry about anything. You should know where exactly you're graded, your marking criteria. I'm going to go on in-depth note on the marking criteria today. In-depth, what is fluency? What is vocabulary? What kind of grammar am I supposed to make use of? What exactly is pronunciation part? All those things we'll be doing today. Yeah. Now, look at that. The person who's going to sit opposite you, by default, he'll be exactly having nothing less than 50, 20 years of experience in the subject called English. Yeah. In English, he'll be having a lot of knowledge about the subject, isn't it? Yeah, and if you're making any kind of mistakes, any kind of grammatical mistake, by default, he'll be in a position to exactly understand. But it doesn't mean, okay, he made a mistake, let me exactly put it, mark him down. It's not like that. They're not that stingy at all. So if you are repeating the mistakes, even when I'm going to the fluency part, I'll exactly tell the same. When you're doing the fluency part, If you're not getting the fluency for the first time, they don't mind it. They'll give you a chance. So please get this properly. When you're repeating again, that is where you will not get the right band, the precise amount of band. Okay. Now, having said this, let's get into marking criteria. What exactly is marking criteria? When we are going for the exam, we know there should be a kind of a protocol. Under this protocol, under this thing, I'll be marked. Under this thing, you are marked. Your vocabulary part, your fluency part, your vocabulary part, your grammar part, your pronunciation part. Please make note of your fluency part, your vocabulary part, your grammar part, and pronunciation part. Please make note of. I'm going to open the book. I'm going to open the book and I'm going to exactly show you the same stuff. Just give me a second. Most of the people, they know what exactly fluency is, but most of the people, they know what exact fluency only to 50 or 60% of the limit. Most of the people, they don't know what is the extensive amount of fluency is all about. Now, if you are precise enough, if you're listening on a very proper note, now you will understand what is fluency, what am I supposed to do to build my fluency part. Yeah, just give me a second. I'm going to share the screen. Soumya, hope you can see the book, Soumya. Guys, hope you can see the book. Yeah, please chat. Yes. Yeah, thank you. Yes, hope you can see the book. Yes, look at the first one. Fluency, vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. Fluency, vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. Fluency, vocabulary, the grammar part, and the pronunciation part. So what are these? These are the marking criteria. What exactly is fluency is all about? What is that fluency? What do you mean by fluency? When do you call a person, this person is very fluent in English? When do you call that? When exactly is that? Fluency is all about when you're talking in English, you should make sense to the question. You should exactly make sense to the question. Yeah, what question is asked? For that, am I answering to the exact relevant answer? At the same time, you should not have a lot of gaps. If you have the gaps, if you are having a kind of a fumble, so by default, you will not have a fluency part. So what am I supposed to do for that? How exactly can I build my fluency part? This is what we are going to do right now. Okay, yeah, this is what we are going to do right now. Fluency, please make note of, there are two things in fluency. Number one, making sense to the question, making sense to the given question. Yeah, number two, speaking with a proper flow. That is going to be fluency part. These are the ones which exactly goes for fluency. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Number one, look at this. This is what we call fluency. It's not me who is exactly calling this as fluency. This is from the University of Cambridge. They call this is what fluency is all about. Guys, hope you can see my screen. Becoming more fluent. Hope you can see my screen. Yeah. Your chat will be much more appreciated, guys. Your chat will be much more appreciated. Thank you. Yeah. If you want, please click this. What is fluency? Fluency in speech is the ability to maintain a flow of language. This is what I told. A flow of language. When a person is talking in English, he should have a flow of language. But what do I mean by flow of language? For example, when a question is asked to you, Kanan, can you please tell about your work? Basically, I'm a software engineer. Look at this. This is that. The stoppage, the hurdle, the barrier. The stoppage is my barrier. Yeah. When I do that, I'm not exactly getting my fluency part. This is called when exactly you're not making use of the proper connector, which we are going to do right now. When you don't do that, by default, you will lag in fluency. That is what is called fluency in speech is the ability to maintain a flow of language without unnatural hesitation. Unnatural hesitation. Look at that. So that means there is something called natural hesitation also. Natural hesitation by default when I'm talking in English, I take a minute, a second of time, isn't it? Just a fraction of a second. Why? To breathe. That's natural hesitation. So what is unnatural hesitation? Unnatural hesitation means when we are talking, either I don't know the subject, I'm weak in the subject, or even though if I know the subject, but I'm not able to connect my ideas in a proper note, that is also called unnatural hesitation. Unnatural hesitation. Yeah. Now, what am I supposed to do for this? How exactly can I get my fluency part? Look at this. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I'm supposed to do. If I give enormous amount of ideas, if I give enormous amount of thoughts for this particular lesson connector, you will be very precise in your fluency part. You will not have any second thought at all. You will never have a second thought. Why exactly we have a second thought? First thing is, on a very basic note, we are supposed to think in English, that we don't do. For example, if we start asking anyone a question, immediately we'll be start thinking in our mother tongue, isn't it? That is what we do. So what we are doing, we are favoring the mother tongue. We are already experts in mother tongue. Why we have to favor the mother tongue? But I have to become an expert in English because the country which I'm going to go, UK, US, or Canada, or Australia, anything, English is going to be everything over there. You talk, you walk, you laugh, whatever you do, it's going to be English. So I had to make sure I have to be expert in English. So the mother of all, the first thing what you're supposed to do is think in English, make mistakes in English, understand where you're making mistakes, rectify that mistakes, then again start speaking in a proper note. That's why you need trainer, experts in this field. That is why you need LeapScholar. That is why you're here. Now look at this. This is how we speak. I'll do the first one. Look at the first one. I need to learn English. English is very important for me. Look at this. I need to learn English. Stop. English is very important for me. Stop. English will help me to get an interesting job. Stop. I want to work in the tourist industry. Stop. Look at this. This is making sense. But am I exactly getting in the flow part? I'm cutting everything. I'm cutting, isn't it? Look at that. I need to learn English. English number one. English is very important for me. English number two. English will help me to get an interesting job. English number three. Look at that. I'm cutting. I'm not having a proper flow. Number one, and number two, I'm keep on repeating words. This is what we do, right? When a person is not fluent, what exactly they do? Either they will exactly fumble, mumble the same words again and again, or they will be like zipped. They will not talk anything. Yeah, at the same time, they'll be not having a proper flow part. This is what we do. What am I supposed to do for this? I'm supposed to construct my ideas. Most of the people, I'm sure you will tell, yes, Kanan, this is what exactly you're telling us, exactly right. I'll tell you this. Look at that. Kanan, you know what? I exactly have this idea here, Kanan. But from here to here, when I'm exactly making the link is not happening. That is what happens. I have the idea. I know this part, but I don't know how to construct that in a proper note. That is what connectors are. Look at the one on the left side. These are called connectors. And you can exactly ask me, hey, Kanan, I know this part. I know because, I know and, I know if, I know as, I know so. I know a lot of things. But when I'm getting stuck, when I'm fumbling, when I'm mumbling, am I exactly thinking, this is where I'm getting stuck. I'm getting stuck in a situation where I'm supposed to tell a reason. Then I'm supposed to make it a because. Okay, I'm getting stuck in a position where exactly I'm supposed to talk about a consequence. I'm supposed to talk about so. I'm getting stuck in a position where am I supposed to connect two ideas together. Then I'm supposed to make use of and. This is how we are supposed to think. First thing is, when I'm getting stuck, I should think, okay, what is the situation right now? Okay, this is a situation. Okay, I have this connector for this. If you start thinking in this way, then you will it's not immediately, it's a gradual process. It will take a couple of time. It will take a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks. But I promise you, if you start doing this on an everyday basis, no wonder in the coming days, your English will be very fluent enough. Got that? Yeah. Let me do the first one. I need to learn English because it is very important for me and it will help me to get an interesting job if I want to work in the tourist industry. I need to learn English because, why exactly making use of because over there? Because it's a reason. I need to learn English because For what? What's the reason? Because it is very important for me. And it will help me to get an interesting job. I'm making use of and over there. Why am I making use of and over there? I have one idea important. I have one more idea, interesting job. So I'm connecting two ideas together with a connector called and. So if I have to connect two ideas together with a connector, there I'm supposed to make use of and. One idea and one more another idea. By default, if I connect there, I have to make use of the connector called and. Then I made use of if. Why? To get an interesting job. If I want to work in the tourist industry, if it's called a condition. If it's a connector, condition, if condition. What do you mean by if condition? Please make note of if condition hyphen neutral. It's a neutral condition, neither positive nor negative. It's neither positive nor negative. So that is why if I want to work in the tourist industry, for example, if you call me, I'll talk to you. If you call me, I'll talk to you. That means if you don't call me, I'm not going to talk to you. So positive is also there, negative is also there. It all depends on what you're supposed to make use of. So if I want to work in the tourist industry, hope you're getting my point. Hope you're getting my point. 265 people over there. Very good. Appreciate that. 265 people leave me. So 264 people leave the moderator. 263 people. 263 dreams. Look at that. 263 dreams. The dream can be a Canadian PR or an Australian PR or a student visa for Canada or UK or US, can be anything. So you have to make sure you have to take that on a very precise note. That is why you are here. You have taken the first step. You still have to take the second step. That is going to be the firm step. Yeah, guys. If you want to take it, please click it. Please click it. I promise you. Right from almost like 13 years of experience in IELTS, I'm telling you, this is the mother lesson for each and every one. If you were thinking, Kanan, you know what? I really want to speak in English on a very proper note, precise note. I want people to tell me that my English is really good. Wow, your English is really good. I want exactly have that kind of situation. I want people to appreciate my English. This is the mother lesson. Please click it. Please click it. Hope you got that. Hope you got that. Now, having said this, next one. What exactly is the next one? Vocabulary. What's a vocabulary? What's a vocabulary? In IELTS term, they also call this as lexical resources. If you want, please make note of lexical resources. Lexical resources or vocabulary. Both are the same part. What are vocabularies? How can I make use of vocabulary? What's vocabulary? First of all, vocabulary hyphen synonyms. We did that back in 4th standard, 5th standard. Remember, back in 4th standard, 5th standard, we did synonyms. Synonyms, antonyms, all those kind of, that is the same thing which is used here. Why am I making use of this thing? Look at this on a practical note, technical note, any kind of note. Fluency 25%, vocabulary 25%, grammar 25%, pronunciation 25%. Each and everything carries the same weightage, 25%, 25%, 25, all cylinders. You have to hit all the cylinders on a proper note. That's why they have segregated everything on one single criteria, 25, 25, 25, 25. So, which means you have to give importance to each and everything. It doesn't mean I'm really good with my fluency part, but I don't have to worry about my grammar part. Then how come you'll build my fluency part? No, you will not have a proper fluency without a proper grammar, isn't it? You will not have a proper fluency without a proper pronunciation part. You will not have a proper fluency. You can't beautify a language without your proper vocabulary part. Yeah, so everything has its own idea. Everything has its own strategies. Yeah. Now, vocabulary. As having told that, vocabulary is synonym part, isn't it? So what kind of vocabulary am I supposed to make use of? First of all, am I making use of vocabulary in my daily life? Am I making use of? Think on a practical note. Am I making use of it? No, basically no, isn't it? So now, at least now, what you're supposed to do, you have to start making use of vocabulary. What kind of vocabulary am I supposed to make use of? Subject-related vocabulary or topic-related vocabulary, both are same. Subject-related vocabulary or topic-related vocabulary. It is exactly called subject-related vocabulary in UK. Yeah, topic-related vocabulary is exactly called in US. That's the exact. That's the difference. Yes. Now, how many vocabularies am I supposed to make use of in my section 1? See, technically speaking, section 1, section 2, section 3. Section 1 on a technical note, you don't have much of marks. You're not given maximum amount of marks. Section 2 and section 3 is where you'll be getting the maximum amount of marks. But I would highly recommend you. It is highly recommended by University of Cambridge. First impression always goes for the best impression. First impression always goes with the best impression. Is it true or not? On a very practical note, all of a sudden you're looking at a person. All of a sudden you're looking at a person. If you're having kind of a bad impression about that person, let it be a guy or a girl, by default, you'll not have any kind of good impression at all until unless you get a bit pally with them. Yeah, you'll not have any kind of good impression at all. All of a sudden you're looking at a person. No wonder, no matter, you're looking at the person, all of you just started liking them. You never had a word with them. Still, then by default, you will be like very pally with them. In fraction of seconds, you'll become very pally with them. This is how it works. This is the same thing which is exactly applied in your IELTS exam also. First impression, best impression. Not only for the examiner, even for you, even for the candidate. How? If I can rock in my first section, if I'm very confident, if I'm very courageous to give out, to exhibit my English, to exactly showcase my English in my first section, my second section will be beautiful, awesome, tremendous. And if my section 2 is going to be very true, very good, by default, my section 3 is going to be very good. Hope you're getting it. So what kind of vocabularies are supposed to make use of? Subject related vocabularies. Yeah, having said this, next one, grammar and accuracy. What kind of grammar is supposed to make use of? What kind of grammar? What is grammar and what is accuracy part? When you are making use of grammar, are you making use of the proper tenses? If the question is asked in past tense, you are supposed to answer in past tense. If the question is talking about the future tense, you are supposed to answer in future tense. Tense part, your 8 parts of speech. What kind of nouns? What kind of verbs you are making use of? What kind of pronouns you are making use of? What kind of prepositions you are making use of? This is not only for your speaking part. It comes in everything. Even exactly goes for writing part, isn't it? Next one, your articles. All the things comes in your grammar part. And in your section 3, when you're getting into section 2 and section 3, if you are making use of your complex and compound structures, and if you're making use of idioms and phrases, you'll be given the extra weightage for marks. You'll be given the extra marks for it. So because you're favoring the grammar and accuracy part, in your section 1, you'll be giving only 3 to 5 sentences. I haven't gone to it yet. Once I'm done with this, we'll exactly get into it. You'll be giving only 3 to 5 sentences. So in the 3 to 5 sentences, you can exactly go with WH questions. That is what we're going to do right next. Now, once you're done with the grammar accuracy part, pronunciation part. Pronunciation. See, pronunciation part, we don't have to worry much because I'm pretty much sure most of the people pronunciation is good. But at times, how exactly pronunciation is minded, how exactly pronunciation is got from the examiner's point of view is, even though if you're making a mistake, but still, if the examiner is in a position to understand it, they are completely okay with it. They are completely okay with it. For example, if I type something over here, for example, Government. Please write it. Please write it. And please pronounce it. Government. I'll tell you why exactly I'm telling you this words. Second word, Against. Against. Agai. Please write this and please pronounce. Not for me, for you. Not for me. Please pronounce. Why exactly I'm telling you these words are, in University of Cambridge, they exactly did a survey. They did a survey on a lot of things, especially for example, these particular 2 words in Asia, most of the people in Asia, this particular 2 words, right? They mispronounce. They don't tell government. They exactly tell government. Yeah, this is a statistics, which is exactly my University of Cambridge. Second one, most of the people, they can't pronounce against, they pronounce against. So what I'm trying to say is, if I pronounce government, okay, he's making a mistake. Let me mark him down. It's not like that. If you're repeating it again and again, then the examiner will find it out. If you're getting it, any doubts? Any doubts, guys? Any doubts? Okay. Now, section 1. How am I supposed to answer? Let me give you the questions. Look at the questions. These are the kind of questions. Very simple questions. Straightforward questions. Very straightforward. What are your hobbies? Isn't it straightforward? Can you please tell about your education? Can you please tell about your work? Can you please tell about your family? Yeah, what's the difference between hobby and leisure time activity? All straightforward question. Can you please tell about your favorite food? A movie which you watched? Very simple question, straightforward question. Straightforward questions goes for straightforward answers. And is there any limitation for me to answer in section 1? There is no rule book stating that is like, okay, you are supposed to give this many answers for section 1 and this many sentence for section 3. There is no rule book. but it is practically understood. When you are asked a question, almost 6 to 8 questions will be asked in your section 1. If you want, please make note of. Almost 6 to 8 questions will be asked in your section 1. So how can I answer this? That I can exactly implement my WH questions. WH questions. We know the WH questions. We did back in 6th standard, we did that. What? Where? When? Why? Who? How? What? Where? When? Why? Who? How? Look at that. 5 W's, 1 H. 5 W's, 1 H. 269 people. Rocking. Very good. 5 W's, 1 H. So I'm not telling you to make use of all these 5 W's and 1 H in each and every question. Depending on the question, we are supposed to make use of. For example, what are your hobbies? Let's start with this. What are your hobbies? So what kind of WH question can I make use of? The question itself has a WH by default, isn't it? See, on a very practical note, right? Your communication, my communication, no matter a person who is exactly talking in English, let him be from UK or US or Canada or Australia or wherever place he is in. When he is exactly talking in English, he'll be exactly talking only WH question or answering for a WH question. This is communication language. This is communicative language. If you want to improve your communicative language, you have to improve your WH questions. Very simple. Think of the last conversation you had in English. Think of the last conversation you had in English. Either you might have answered a WH question. If not, you ask someone in a WH question. This is what English communication is all about. Then only there comes the WH question. If you want to improve your communication, you have to improve your WH questions. Very simple. Everything. If you want to build up your proper English part, work on your WH questions. Very simple. Now, how can I work for this question? WH question. What are your hobbies? What are my hobbies? Basically, I have a lot of hobbies. Although I have plenty of hobbies, playing cricket is my best hobby. I started playing cricket right from my childhood. And the main reason why I play cricket is because whenever I play cricket, I get that kind of energy in me. Yeah, whenever, because I'm so passionate about cricket. Look at this. What kind of WH am I making of? What is my hobby? From when exactly started playing it? Why exactly play this? What is my hobby? When exactly started playing this? Why exactly play this? Look at this. WH questions. Yeah. If you want to make use of a vocabulary, which is exactly recommended, what kind of vocabulary made use of? So because I'm so passionate about it. Passionate is a vocabulary. First impression always goes for the best impression, isn't it? I'm impressing her. Right from the word go, I want to impress her, isn't it? Now, if this is a question, Mr. Selvraj, can you please tell about your hometown? Mr. Selvraj, if you could tell me about your hometown. So what kind of WH question? Immediately I had to think, okay, she's asking she's asking a question, hometown. Okay, what kind of WH question can I make use of? What is the name of my hometown? Where exactly it is? And what is the specialty of my hometown? 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 Soumya, am I audible? Soumya?